What is the gravitational force of Pluto by the Sun? Now, in this case, we're going to need this little diagram so that we can look up some information about Pluto, and some information about the Sun, and some information about how far away they are from each other. So if I take the mass of Pluto and I look it up, it says that it equals 1300 times 10 to the 22nd, and in this case kilograms, which is good. And then the mass of the Sun equals 1989 times 10 to the 30 kilograms. I need one more bit of information, and that is the distance between the Sun and Pluto, and that is 5906 times 10 to the 12 meters. Then I also need to know G, which equals 6.673 times 10 to the negative 11. Alright, I got all that information. What I'm looking for is the force due to gravity, and that equals question mark, and that's going to be in newtons. Now I can use Newton's law. Force due to gravity equals G mass 1 times mass 2 over the distance squared. So I don't know what force due to gravity is, but I do know that G is 6.673 times 10 to the negative 11 times the quantity. I'm going to take the mass of Pluto, 1300, times 10 to the 22nd, and I'm going to multiply it by the mass of the Sun, 1989 times 10 to the 30, and then I'm going to divide by the quantity, 5906 times 10 to the 12. But the thing is, I'm going to square it. I'm going to clean this up so we don't get confused. To the 12. But that whole quantity needs to be squared. Now I'm going to do this in parts, so I'm not going to be concerned too much with this first number, 6.673 times 10 to the negative 11 yet. I'm going to solve what's on top of the parentheses first. And I get the number 2.5857 times 10 to the 58. And I'm also going to solve the bottom of the denominator. And I get 3.480836 times 10 to the 31. Now I'm going to solve what's in the parentheses. To get 7.412953.061 times 10 to the 26th, and then I'm going to multiply for force due to gravity to be 4.946663578 times 10 to the 16th. In this case, it's going to be newtons. And then if I were going to respond in Mr. Fay's class, I would say 4.95 times 10 to the 16 newtons. Or you could write it 4.95 E 16 newtons. I would accept either one.